welcome to another video on Home Truth Nigeria. Today, I want to talk on the topic why you should fight back romance scammers. For the past few weeks, getting to days, and even as I speak to you within the last 1 hour, I've been getting emails from women who actually had contacted me to tell me that I was right based on the advice I gave them. That the guy they were in correspondent with, or they were chatting with, or supposedly in a relationship with, is a scammer. And one thing a lot of women actually don't do is a lot don't fight back. A lot of you do not do that. You just let the whole situation go. The moment you know that, okay, this person you're dealing with is a scammer. So, those of you who have spoken to me very well, I always try to encourage you to fight these guys back because letting them go is not the option. Now, what you guys don't understand is that according to statistics, over 73,000 Americans have lost more than $1 billion to romance scam just as of 2022 alone. We're just talking about Americans. We're not talking about other part of the world like in Europe, Australia, Asia, and what other country we have. And one thing you guys need to understand is that not fighting back could be problematic. You know, I know a lot of you will say, yeah, this is not my problem. It's not for me. I leave him to karma and all of that. I totally get this. I totally get this. But you see, these guys you are leaving to karma, um, you should be able to fight back. So the question is, why should you fight back? Now, a lot of you would say, why would I fight back? I've spoken to a lot of you and you tell me, oh, I don't want to fight back. Just let it be. I remember speaking to a lady who has been corresponding with me for days, weeks, with supposed boyfriend being his scammer. And I told her, look, let me report this guy to the EFCC. I've done it a lot of times. And she pleaded with me, oh, no, I don't want to have, I don't want this situation whereby at the end of the day, I'm the reason why he's going to jail. I was like, okay. So it is very important to understand that one of the reasons you should fight back is because one, these guys, the moment they are done with you, they look for another victim just after you. That's what a lot of you don't understand. Is that these guys they don't stop after they're done with you. They look for another victim. The moment your pocket runs dry, the moment you say no, I don't have any money to give you. The moment you stop funding their lifestyle, the moment you stop entertaining their lies, the next thing they do is they reactivate their accounts and start searching for another victim. This is a job. You need to understand the way you go to work, the way you run your business. This is their job. The moment they get a client, they try as much as possible to get out of dating site. The dating site not the other numerous dating site you don't know. And guess what? The next thing is they look for another victim, and the victim could be your sister, it could be your in-law, it could be your mom, it could be your grandma, it could be your best friend. It could be anybody you care. Nobody is spared from this guy. So long as you are ready to speak with them, they will find one way or the other to get money. Another reason why you should fight back is that fighting back actually helps you to protect and prevent other people from being scammed. You try to act as an example, somebody who has been there, fighting back. You know what it's like, you know what you've lost in that process, financially, physically, emotionally. You alone understand what you went through, and you are on a normal day wouldn't even wish your enemy, to go through that. One thing you don't understand is that these guys who are scammers, one of them could be speaking to at least 15 women statistically, like 15 women on contact. You've met this guy on one dating site, there are numerous dating sites, he's using different names, different location, you wouldn't know. And you may think like, okay, you found this guy and he's not in one dating site. No, he could be on other dating site in correspondent with other women. So it is a job. He could be in a dating site, maybe you knew him as Joshua. He could go to another dating site and he's called Harry. And when you decide to fight back and make sure that these guys don't get another victim, you have saved additional 10 to 15 people statistically, from these guys. And that's the truth. So this brings us to the question, when can I fight back? Now, I always say to a lot of women, those of you who've called me and you want to do something about it, I always say you only have to fight back when you've actually been scammed. Like it is clear that this dude used you monetary wise, and also he kind of like used you or was trying to use you to get visa to come to your country. And you need to have receipt, to show that, okay, this was everything that transpired between you guys. You need to show that, okay, this guy promised you fake love before you can fight back. You don't just fight back, yeah, because, okay, for whatever reason, the relationship between you and this Nigerian man didn't go well. He wasn't using you for money or for visa. You guys had a relationship. Maybe he cheated. Maybe he wasn't interested along the line. You don't fight back because of that. This could happen in any relationship. It doesn't have to be peculiar with Nigerians before you have to fight back. But you fight back basically if you know that this dude was indeed trying to scam you, and you don't leave this dude to karma or whatever you believe in. So if this dude is a scammer, like he's a real Yahoo boy, a real Yahoo guy who has used you financially, played on your emotional intelligence, and also was trying to bait you to come into your country so that you could come into Nigeria, get married to him, and bring him to your country, then one way of fighting back is to contact the EFCC, that's the Economic Financial Crime Commission. These guys would help you uh, all the way around, to fight this guys. Now, how do you contact the EFCC? It's very simple. You either make a petition, it could be a written petition, and then you submit it to the headquarters uh, in Nigeria. So, since a lot of you are not in Nigeria, the sure way you can do this is to send this report online at info@efcc.gov.ng. Report your complaint, send receipts, they would acknowledge it, and then they would uh, take this into consideration and start fighting. And I can tell you that these guys have done incredibly well in, tracking a lot of Yahoo guys. I know a lady who supposedly is still in in contact with a guy who has been arrested by the EFCC, released, and I was like, let's send this guy back to jail. He's coming, and she doesn't want to for whatever reason. You know, these EFCC guys, they're there to help a whole lot of you. So I decided to make this video because within the last 2 weeks, I've had like 15, if I'm not mistaken, about 15 ladies. Even before I could go on set now to make this video, another lady wrote me uh, to tell me that I was right all along. When I read the last message before I came on set, I was laughing. I was laughing because I knew I spent days and weeks trying to convince this lady that you're with a scammer. I knew I spent a lot of time, trying to convince this lady that you are dealing with a scammer. I even had to speak with a guy. I spoke with a guy, and I told this lady, you are with a scammer. But at the end of the day, she discovered it was true. Now, one thing you guys need to understand is this: these guys will not stop. The fact that they're done with you doesn't mean it's the end. Like, okay, they've gotten enough money to go start something. No, it's a lifestyle. They would look for the next victim, and they don't just get one person, they get two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You are not there with them. They are in a different world, you're in a different world. You don't know what they do. I've once told you some of them even do shifts. They speak to those in Europe within the daytime because you don't have much time difference in Europe and Nigeria. And then those of you who are in part of the world where it's +6 or -6 to Nigeria, they get some sleep so they can wake up at around 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and then try to chat you. So you need to do yourself good by fighting back. Fight so these guys don't be a victim. It's just a short video I just wanted to make because of these messages I got of like, hey, Home Truth, you're right. Hey, Home Truth, you're right. Yes, I know I know when I advise you that this person is a scammer, run away from this person. I am always right. I understand the system. I know how it works. So please For those of you who have written me, I would ask you, think about it and try as much as possible to fight back. So these guys don't get another person uh, to go through what you went through. So I'll be doing a Q&A probably within the week. So if you got any question, please don't hesitate to write me on hometruth86@gmail.com. So with these guys, I would like to say a big thank you. And please like, share, subscribe. If you want to comment, comment respectfully. 100 Nigeria. Peace out.